What if you got to play God and build an entire miniature world from scratch inside a giant glass tank? This was day one of your creation. You planted 2 massive world trees, left space for a deep blue ocean, and crafted complex terrain using hundreds of aquatic plants. The layout was done. Now it was time to introduce life. But before you even started, life had already snuck in. Tiny detritus flies floated on the surface, and deep below, strange microorganisms, likely hitchhikers from your driftwood and moss. Then, the real settlers arrived, a swarm of colorful cherry shrimp. They adapted quickly, foraging non-stop on moss, driftwood, and sand. Soon they discovered the perfect home, the twin waterfall zones near the filter where food gathers and predators rarely reach. But hidden among the shrimp were 2 water scorpions, uninvited guests floating like confused wanderers. And then came a surprise. Clinging to the side of a world tree was a Draco volans. It must have stowed away inside your driftwood. Excited, you named him Drogon. You introduced feeder ants for him to hunt. He instantly became the apex predator of your miniature land. For now, he couldn't reach the waters. But deep in the tank, a new threat emerged: hair algae. The cherry shrimp fought hard to clean it, but it grew faster than they could eat. So you stepped in. First came the Nerite snails, slow but relentless. Like algae scrubbing Roombas, they cleared your glass and decor. Next, you added albino Chinese algae eaters, the perfect backup crew. After a week, the sands were spotless, but peace never lasts. The glass seal on your tank failed. Water leaked, fast. A mass extinction event loomed. You drained the tank and resealed it, hoping the ecosystem would survive. 3 days later, you refilled the world. Some plants died, but most creatures pulled through. The fallen fish instantly became a protein feast for the cherry shrimp. Balance returned. You renamed the world, from Bermuda to something more blessed, Andromeda. Then came the second wave. You introduced 3 types of Cory catfish in different colors. Then, over 100 rummy-nosed tetras, schooling with perfect unity. Finally, a flash of brilliance, cardinal tetras with neon blue and blazing red stripes dancing in the dim, shaded side of the tank. The world felt truly alive. But then, you noticed ants. And not just any ants, fire ants. You traced their trail. They'd escaped from your neighboring rainforest bioterrarium. Some scout had found paradise. Now the colony was invading. Andromeda was under siege. Luckily, fire ants can't swim. And you still had Drogon, your flying gecko, top-tier ant killer, protector of the realm. But the next morning, he was gone. You searched and found his lifeless body by the waterfall. The dragon had fallen. Fire ants were already feasting on his corpse. He must have gone down fighting. His body returned to the cycle, fuel for the world he once ruled. You sealed the breach. No more ants. But the next threat was internal. Snail overpopulation. Your Nerite army had exploded in numbers, covering every surface. Time for a specialist. You introduced 2 baby pea puffers. Tiny, but lethal to snails. Let's follow one of them. He spotted a large snail carrying babies. Too big to kill, yet. So he waited, then struck. One huge bite, then drifted off to savor it. The smell of blood attracted the cherry shrimp. The baby snail abandoned ship. From that day forward, snails lived in fear. The puffers patrolled the sands like silent assassins. Crisis averted, for now. But Andromeda's evolution wasn't over. You were planning the next phase, a massive bridge to connect Andromeda to other ecosystems. This world you built was only the beginning.